Hello, welcome to Tuesday's math video. Today we're going to actually be changing gears and starting to look and review in geometry. So everything that we're going to be looking at today deals with rotations, reflections, translations, all those different transformations. And talking about that congruency. All right, so just a reminder, each day after you watch these videos, you should be practicing in USA Test Prep. Tomorrow you will have your standards checkpoint 5 in USA Test Prep. So please make sure you take a look at that. So this first idea here is something that's crucial in geometry. It says, suppose that line AB is translated in some way. Will the image of AB, of the image of line AB, also be a segment? Is it possible to translate segment AB in a way that is not going to be the same? So what we talked about is that idea of rigid transformations. So if I take any object and I translate it, or I rotate it, or I reflect it, everything about it stays the exact same. That's why it's called rigid. Okay? Stays the exact same. So the lengths would be the same. However, if I took line segment AB and I dilated it, it would no longer be the same because now it has changed size. All right? So whenever you translate or rotate or reflect a figure, that image will always be the same. It's like looking at yourself in a mirror. That reflection is you. It wouldn't be like your mom. Like that reflection is you. All right? So key concept, which I want you guys to take into consideration with this next problem. So suppose we have angle A and it's translated in some way. Will the image of angle A also be an angle? Is it possible to translate angle A in a way that will result in the figure not being an angle? So think about that. And then part B, what about the measure of the angle? So pause the video really quick, think about these questions, and then let's answer. So if we're translating, there is no possible way that we're going to change angle A. Angle A is going to stay angle A. Its image is still going to be that same angle. The most important thing is that that angle will still have the same measure. When you translate an angle, when you reflect, when you rotate an angle, the measure does not change. So please keep that in mind. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. It says two parallel lines are separated by a distance of 5 units. If one is translated 3 units to the right, will the lines remain parallel? What do you think? Will they still remain parallel? Yeah, they're going to still remain parallel. So if you have 2 parallel lines and the distance between them is 5, if I just move this line over, 1, 2, 3, okay, I've moved it over 3. It's gone over 3. Now there's only a distance of 2 between them, but the lines are still parallel. Okay, so looking at pentagon ABCDE, it is transformed to pentagon FGHIJ. What transformation happened here? What transformation happened? So if we check out our corresponding parts, A should match up with F, B should match up with G, E should match up with J, so on and so forth. So this would have been reflected. All right, just 2 more problems here. Triangle ABC and its transformation, triangle DEF, are shown. What transformation produced triangle DEF? So again, let's look at those corresponding parts. A should match up with D, because A is first and D is first. B should match up with E, so B should match up with E. And then C should match up with F. So C and F should match up. So what transformation happened? The key here is this right here. This figure rotated about a point. It rotated. All right, very good. Last problem here. What transformation produced figure 2? So what transformation produced figure 2? Go ahead and take a look. Your answer should be none of these. Translation is a slide. This object did not slide over. Dilation, if something dilated, it should still be a square. It would just be larger or smaller. Okay? So this changes size, not shape. And if I reflected it, it would still be the exact same size. So none of these. All right, guys, please make sure you're practicing these standards in USA Test Prep and look forward to tomorrow's video. Thank you. Bye.